Welcome to Ask the Expert with noted radio host Steve Sleeper. Each week, Steve interviews entrepreneurs and professionals and shares their intriguing stories of success and service. Now, here's radio veteran Steve Sleeper.
Our guest today is Chris Roseland, owner of Backlund Plumbing, one of Omaha's oldest and most respected plumbing companies. Founded in 1940, they have a full staff of licensed plumbers and customer service reps and a fleet of fully equipped residential and commercial plumbing trucks, as well as a 10,000 square foot warehouse. Backlund is known for honesty, quality, and reliability and offers a full customer satisfaction guarantee. I started the interview by asking Chris about himself and his company.
Backlund Plumbing has been around Omaha all the way back into the 1940s. Myself and my family, we have owned Backlund Plumbing since 1985. I began working at the company in high school. I've been here 20 plus years. I've been through the apprenticeship training program, acquired my master plumbing license, and have recently purchased the company and run the day-to-day operations. So we are a full-service plumbing company. We fix everything from water heaters, faucets, to remodels, to commercial plumbing, to industrial plumbing. We even have a utility department which fixes and installs new sewer and water lines in the streets and exteriors. We like to say that we are, about as full service as it gets for all the plumbing needs here in Omaha.
How are you handling the COVID-19 situation?
Our track record is great so far. We have not had a confirmed case in our organization. We're prepared for that confirmed case if we get it. Our operations have changed from most of our technicians have always arrived at our office at 7 o'clock in the morning. They reload their vans, they turn in their paperwork, they're turning in their payments and checks from the day before. Since COVID-19, we have sent all of our technicians home with their vans, with their tools. We utilize a service dispatch software that we feel is second to none. It's a great program called Service Titan. It allows the technician to leave his home and have all the tools necessary to show up to the job, and including recordings from the phone calls that come in here, exactly what the customer wants. It was a really good test drive to allow us to be prepared as if we came to the shop and loaded up and knew what you wanted when we came to your house. We're doing that now from home. So we don't have the interaction in the morning here at the office. We don't have people coming in and out of the shop getting supplies all day long. That's been our number one distancing that we can do as a group here. As far as PPE is concerned, face masks, face shields, gloves. We were lucky enough to get our hands on some large quantities of hand sanitizer that we've given out to all of our employees and their families. And basically, our office, to where all of our office staff that is being utilized to answer the phones, they've been pretty much segregated from the walk-in traffic and anybody that needs to be in the warehouse. So that has been our biggest change of how we operate, is the interaction between the office and the technicians.
So let me ask this, Chris. What are the most common plumbing issues you see on a day-to-day basis?
On the residential side, it is, water heaters are obviously, one of the most frequently used appliances in the house. Every morning, everybody uses hot water. So I would say it is probably our biggest concern most of the time are hot water issues or low water pressure issues on the plumbing side. On the drain cleaning side, which we also offer full service drain cleaning, garbage disposals, and kitchen sinks plugged up.
Well, let's talk about water heaters. Is there a way I can tell if a water heater is going out before suddenly losing hot water?
You can in updated houses. You will have a mixture valve on your shower or a single handle faucet. So what we see happen a lot is people will call and say, the hot water used to last 20 minutes, now it doesn't. Or I'm having to turn the hot side of the shower farther to its maximum point. And basically what you're doing is you're just mixing more of your hot water tank with your cold water to acquire the same temperature. That's a big sign. If you feel like you're running, the shower is not running as long, or you're having to turn the dial hotter to get the same temperature reading, that's one sign that the capacity of the tank is diminishing. 90% of the time we replace water heaters because they are leaking. So that's the first telltale sign is it's just basically a pool of water or condensation on the floor from the water heater.
Hidden leaks, is that something I need to worry about?
Yeah, absolutely. Hidden leak could be going on for months before they show their face. Obviously, ceiling stains from upper bathrooms or a baseboard that is bulging out. Hidden leaks also cannot be plumbing related as far as people's habits of how they get out of the shower or out of the tub. A lot of our leak problems that we go on sometimes just require caulking of the shower doors, of the tub, of sometimes it's just grout problems with the tile. But to answer the main question, is it a big concern? Absolutely. With the risk of mold and water damage behind walls, the earlier you catch it, the less expensive it is in the restoration process also.
Okay, now speaking of leaks, what causes a faucet to leak?
Generally, it's your water pressure. In Omaha, we're blessed to have 100 to 125 pounds of water pressure out at the mains and the streets. So every house in Omaha generally will require a pressure reducing valve. That will take everything down in your house to around 80 pounds. And that's where everything works the best at. If you don't have a pressure reducing valve or it's not working properly, you're putting 125 plus pounds of pressure through all those working parts of your faucets, and they simply just wear out over time. The way that a faucet shuts off is generally a rubber seat, and those rubber seats just get worn out with high pressure, and they cut grooves in them, and that's generally what causes a faucet to leak.
A dripping faucet, does it waste a lot of water?
Yeah, absolutely. I've read where a dripping faucet may waste 5 to 10 gallons of water a day. What we mostly see is toilets running. So the toilet running is hidden in the tank. Maybe some people hear it, maybe you don't. But basically, when a toilet gets up to a certain level, it automatically drains itself inside the tank. So people will go months without knowing their toilet may be leaking until they either get a couple $100 additional bill from their water meter, or in severe cases, in the event that the sewer was to back up, or you had a drainage backup inside your house, those leaking faucets and toilets don't stop on their own. A lot of people wake up to a big mess in the basement sometimes because of those.
Okay, and my final question here, as opposed to maybe having my brother-in-law do it or do it myself, why should I hire a licensed plumber?
Well, not only the training that we go through in Omaha to be a City of Omaha licensed plumber is a 4-year apprenticeship. You must pass 4 years of training at a registered school like Metro Community College or Associated Builders and Contractors. But you have to keep a log of training on the job also. So the test in Omaha is a very extensive test. So anybody that has a master or journeyman plumbing license in Omaha has been put through quite a bit of training on the physical aspects of a plumbing system. What we consider a service technician in Omaha, which is someone who fixes more items and does simple replacements, their experience is what you're paying for here at Backlund. We have some of the most experienced guys in Omaha. They've been doing it for years. They are licensed, we are insured. So I think the difference between hiring your brother-in-law and Backlund Plumbing to replace your toilet is simple experience, is simple insurance. If it's not right, if something wasn't put together right, we're going to come back and take care of it, at no charge.
Thanks, Chris Roseland, owner of Backlund Plumbing in Omaha, for being on Ask the Expert today.
Thanks for listening to Ask the Expert with Steve Sleeper. Join us next time as entrepreneurs and professionals share their intriguing stories of success and service.